We're back with another episode on the garage. Nothing major, just another episode. I think at this point, I'm just trying to buy myself episodes. Find something to do and film it. Why not? But in this episode, we will be doing three things. First of all, first. I've had two jobs lined up after each other, and the first job I left the tools laying as is. Second job, I did the same. So today I do want to tidy the garage and sort out this, I don't know, figure something out, configure the shelving in a decent manner or in a better manner than this. Put some wheels, hopefully it works, put some wheels on the workbench itself, just in case I don't need to move it. There's nothing tying the workbench to this position, but moving it would be great. And then third thing, I got something new. Something I needed. I was borrowing someone else's one, and literally every time I need to give it back. So I kind of need to rush, or I wasn't enjoying it. So I got my own, but I got a few goodies so with it, you know. The gadgets is always really important in everything I do. But let me get on to that. I'm going to put you on a stand. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to sort this out first. No, shit, I lie. I need to clean. I'm not going to film the cleaning. I'm just going to do it before and after. Stick around. I'm not going to do the bench next. I'm going to do the bench last, because bench is going to be like final tidy and repack. The next thing, I did say there was a little bit of a new item in the garage that I've needed, and I was pretty excited for that. I'm going to do an unboxing on that. It's a spray gun. It's a bit more to the spray gun than just a spray gun like I was borrowing. I kind of upgraded. I've done some, I've done an upgrade. That's about it. But I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing. The reason it's always been, I'm going to be testing the spray gun that's out in this video. I started sanding down the Volks, the white ones. Well, I didn't start, I actually come quite far. I'm ready to paint one or two more things that I need to sand down. But let's do an unboxing on the... So yeah, first things first, I needed a water trap. I never really saw it in the previous spray work that I've done with that gun and a compressor. But when I moved the compressor to clean it, I felt quite a bit of condensation in there. And I remember emptying it when I brought it home. So it seems like the condensation in the compressor is a problem. So I got a slight water trap, a small one. And then just some normal galvanized zinc, couple of sets. This is needed, I'll show you shortly. And then like the best one yet is a holder. I never had anywhere to put the gun when you were filling it, or just to store it. So this is actually super. I'll show you guys how this works. It's a magnet. It's magnetic, so it can stick to most things. Yeah. And then the gun. So I bought this at Adenoff's. I'm not sure how much I paid for it. I don't remember, but probably about 600-700 rand. It's not an expensive one. I do this as a hobby. I'm not expecting any professional finish. Hopefully one day I'll get there. But this one comes with a adjuster at the bottom. Yeah, so in the kit you just get a manual. I would probably need this. Check it out. And then you get your bottle. This is, I think it's 600 mils, I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely 600. And underneath that you have your gun. Put this here. And your pressure regulator. I might as well set the gun up, seeing that I am going to be spraying the valves. Set it up as I wanted to and get it ready for the next job. So your pressure regulator just goes on here. Alright, and the reason I got extra fittings, obviously I need one to go into the pipe, and I don't think it came with it. What's in here? I'm not sure it came with a quick connect fitting. This is a cleaning kit and an extra filter. Yeah, that's it. Oh, there's a spanner in here, and I was looking for a spanner, which does not have the correct size. It doesn't help me in any way. I just tested it in the pipe and it works. So I was gonna put the air condenser by the compressor, but this is quite a small one, so I don't see the need. I don't want to make the gun too heavy. It doesn't seem too heavy and too bulky like this, so you can just go ahead and spray, you know. Check it out with the filter on, see if it will be a problem. Yeah, so this would be the setup of the gun. It is quite bulky. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see how it goes. If it doesn't, I'll figure this configuration out in another way, because I do have a couple of extra fittings which I can modify the pipe or whichever it is. But this does seem like the best way. Okay, so guys, so I got the gun set up as I would want to spray it with the fan, air. I still need to set the fluid, but this is why I needed the air pressure regulator. You check it sitting at about 4.5. It's at about 3 when, yeah, at about 3 when the trigger is fully open, and that's what I wanted. That's kind of where I want to be spraying at. I think a bit more pressure when it's going to come to a clear, but I'll figure that out when I get the fluid settings correct. I'm going to put the air trap on and see if it does any difference, and then I'll let you know. So yeah, I got everything set up. I had to make a few modifications to the pipe. For some reason, the fittings that I got to the gun and the regulator and the filter and things just wasn't playing along with me. Putting the filter on the gun was leaking air somewhere. I figured it out after putting the filter onto the compressor. I'll show you guys that shortly. But this is the gun. This is the gun holder, which I'm just testing it here. I don't think I'm going to use it because it doesn't stick anywhere else. It needs a solid piece of metal, like a very, very solid piece of metal. And I don't have a solid piece of metal here. I can't stick it onto the bars because it just falls before the gun on. So there is one that you can mount. There's holes you can mount it on the wall. So I'm thinking of getting that one and just mounting it here somewhere. So I'm gonna take that one back and see if I can make the swap. This is my filter. As you can see, there is already condensation in it. So the filter is connected to the pressure washer, and then the pipe is connected to the filter. There is no leaks. The previous setup did have 1 or 2 leaks. That's why the hose reel was important, but this one seems to be working. My wheels are sanded. This one has some more work. Those three are going to go next. I was going to spray just plain white, but some of the parts I took down to bare metal. So I'm thinking of just spraying the faces with primer, and then everything else can just spray with the white. No primer, like the insides of the rears. But I've ran out of primer. I have everything else set up here ready for me to go. I just don't have any more primer. So I'm going to need to go get primer. That's very important. Okay, so I did say I'm not going to use it. And I shouldn't have used it because it actually fell. It wasn't holding what it states it should. And I cracked my glass of my regulator. So yeah, these will be the time. So yeah guys, just a bit of an update on this episode. The Valks is sprayed. The Valks is going onto the car. I need to get this car out of the way. The car's been standing like this for way too long. Since the TSWs was gone, it came back and it's gone. And I need to get this car out. The car is branded so as well. Not sure if I showed that. But I have branded the car. Not ideal car to be branding, but I needed a guinea pig to test out my vinyl lane skills and positions and things. So I'm thinking I'm going to leave it like that for a while. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to put the Valks on. I'm going to hire the car a little bit, and then I can get onto the next little bits in the garage. You guys saw in the previous clip, the white wheels is back on the car. The car is out of my way. The next step is to strip, and that's why I needed the space. I need to take the workbench, take everything out, turn it upside down, which is not easy. It's a fully metal disc, and put the wheels on. I'm not going to put you guys in a time lapse for that. I'm going to charge my phone. I will put you on a time lapse for what I'm going to do and how am I going to go about putting the wheels on. Okay, so I got everything out. There was a lot of shit in that workbench. The goal is to mount the wheels to this. Not sure if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try. And then I need to do that. This needs to go a bit higher here. To do that, somebody welded the support bars in, which I like. The support bars was a good idea. Whoever welded it in, it was a good idea. So this is the wheel which I'm wanting to mount. There is another one which is like this, but it doesn't have a locking mechanism on it. I think that's important. So the wheels initially is going to have to be bolted like this, but then I have a problem because it doesn't turn fully, and that was kind of the goal. So if I do bolt it like this, it's only going to be held in with 3 bolts. And that's not ideal. I don't think that's ideal. The plans has changed. I did some testing and I gave it some thought and did some measurements. I won't be using the big wheels anymore. I'll be using these wheels, not these guys. Because if you look, this wheel, it's very bulky and it knocks. I will have to mount it higher for it not to knock. And then I would have to mount the shelf on the lowest, which I didn't want because the workbench is gonna raise, and if you remember correctly, the charging station is on top of the workbench. I don't want it too close to the charging station, so then the charging station kind of goes over the workbench. Didn't want that. Don't want to raise the charging station because I don't want to make more holes. So for the application, this wheel should be good enough. It doesn't have a lock or brake system, but I can mount it and it will move right around freely. I must just measure it correctly. Yeah, so mounting it here, mounting this wheel here would allow me sufficient distance to rotate the wheel so that the table can turn in many directions, and I can mount it a little bit inwards because it will be four, and it's one bolt and nut. It's easier, so this will be the way. And so lastly, it's not gonna raise the bench by that much. But yeah, before I do that, got a little bit distracted and I thought to myself, I need to wash the city golf that's been standing, it's full of dust. I'm just gonna put you guys on a stand, show you exactly how the setup is working in the garage, and you watch me build it, why not watch me use it? So I'm gonna do that now. I'm just gonna give the city golf a quick wash. I don't really do a good wash on the city golf because the paint is bad. I just want it to be clean. Start with the workbench. So the workbench is complete, it's tidied. We just have power tools, odds and ends, like drill bits, electrical, golf odds and ends, spray painting, equipment, specialized tools. I'm not sure if you could see, just zoom in a bit. You can see it didn't raise the bench by much by dropping it. And it still can move. I just thought that would be cool, like if you need to move the bench there, or you need to move it outside, or just put everything on there and you could move it. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I just thought it would be cool. Yeah, and then what did we do next? You guys saw me washing the city golf. A hose reel. A hose reel is starting to become extra important, but I'm struggling to find a budget solution. There is a solution at Adenoff's where they have air hose. I'm sure I mentioned it previously, but I'm not sure if the fittings will be able to hold the pressure washer pressure, because the compressor doesn't have that much compressor as a pressure washer would have. But I have to figure that out. Otherwise, everything works as I want it to work. I normally just give the city car a quick wash like that, just to get dust off or whatever. The car's in a very bad, the paint's in a very bad condition, and there's no saving a tire. I've tried whatever on a few spots, and that's what we have to live with. But then so, let me just, yeah, so that's the spray gun setup. I took the other magnetic mount back, and I got this mount. This is the only place I could find to put it. I couldn't find anywhere else. But how it normally work is just the gun comes off. You place the gun back. Take the filters. Put your filters in here. Spray your paint, and let your paint just drip into the gun. That makes it much easier. This is a decent mount. It is pretty solid. So I'm happy with that one over the magnetic. It's not exactly how I wanted because of the position where I had to mount it, but I'm happy with that as it is there. So we've got some drawers to still put some microfibers in, polishing pads, vacuum bits. Yeah, so that's a spray gun. I just want to end this video off by saying, if you are into any hobby of mechanical, spray painting, woodworking, anything that works with an electrical, walking into Adenoffs is probably something I should never do. But yeah, we got this also. Got a new got a new air gun to blow things off. It has an attachment. You got different attachments where it just pulls off. The other one was broken, so it wasn't doing its job correctly. Yeah, so that's about it on the garage episode this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's all over the place, but it's just small little things we're trying to do. But I'll catch you guys in the next one, and yeah, do me a favor, man. Just like and subscribe, man. Just once. That's all I need. I'll catch you guys in the next ones. Peace out.